Hello everybody, today is Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. Today's project, one of the projects for today, is going to be to get the doors mounted on the Bandit here. As you can see, I've already got the hinges rebuilt. They've already been rebuilt, stripped down in black epoxy primer. So those are ready to go. They're mounted to the car. I had to pop the fender off real quick. You know, they were just hanging on there. There's only a couple bolts holding them on. So just makes it much easier to get to these bolts here and you get the door adjusted up and down where it needs to be. So we'll catch up once we start to get to that point. I'm going to do something different with this that I've never done before. I've seen it done online, so I think it's going to make putting these doors on a little bit easier. Hopefully it works. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is the idea that I saw. It seems like it's going to work. I've always used a door holder that had like some feet on the bottom that would go up and down, lifted up and down. These doors are so heavy that it would almost damage the bottom lip on them by picking them up with that thing. So I never really liked using it, but I just had to do what I had to do. I just put a lot of padding on it. I saw a guy do this online. He just bolt the chain to the top of the inner door structure there, and I lift it up with a cherry picker, and it's nothing for a cherry picker, that weight. So I'll keep on moving here. So far, so good. Well, what can I say? I'm 49 years old and still learning tricks. Definitely a game changer. Putting doors on that way with a cherry picker really made this job nice and easy. Made it much easier to get my gaps, try to get this gap perfect. You always want to have a little bit more gap on the front than you do on the back. That's because the door needs to be able to swing open. Yeah, very happy. Now it's going to be time to work on part two. One thing when you're doing these doors, you're just going to have to take your time. It takes a long time to get them perfectly aligned. It's not something that you're going to be on in 10 minutes unless you get lucky. It took me probably about an hour to get this door all adjusted exactly where I wanted it. So one thing that really comes in handy on that job, electric ratchet. You can zip those bolts in and out very fast. This is these tools right here. I went many years without them, and I just bought my first set like 6 years ago, and these things you wouldn't think they'd be that powerful, but they got good power. These little ratchets will change your life if you use, if you're working on cars every day. But I think most mechanics, and body shop people that have these know that. So just a free advertisement for them. On to door number 2. All right, so both doors are installed on this baby. Nice big step here. I've got the fenders just sitting on here. My next video, like I said, will be the whole headlight panel that I have putting together right now. You can see the shakers on there. You don't want to really start getting your fenders locked down or figure out where they're at, because you can line them up with the doors and one of the front, the fronts might be in or out or wherever. You want to bolt your front panel on there first, just to make sure that they're spaced out where they got to be. You want about 55 inches, a little bit over 55 inches from across the front, and a little over 58 inches across the back on most Trans Ams. Anyways. But yeah, doors are on. We'll get this front end on here squared up and get the new hood sitting on there. And we're just kind of like doing like a pre-assembly here, just to make sure there's no weird fitment issues going on. When you build these cars from the ground up, there's all brand new body bushings and everything, so you want to make sure everything fits halfway decent before you start painting stuff. So, these cars, they came with a zillion shims underneath the fenders, to get them lined up with everything, so it's not like they have to be a perfect fit. Just as long as they look like they can be made to be a pretty close to perfect fit. These cars were never perfect from the factory, period. So all right, so stay tuned, guys. I'm moving along pretty good on this car now. We'll keep you up to date here as we move along. Get this front end put on, and get this thing ready to go into the paint with the body. Just basically needs blocked down real quick block down, and it's ready to paint. So we'll be painting the fenders off the car. You know, the front clips are always painted off. So, but the doors will be painted on the car. Once again, thanks for watching. If you want to see this car become a Bandit Trans Am before your very eyes, you can hit the subscribe button if you want to. Hit the like button if you like the content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.